Hello, this is Solomon Davis with Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is September 5th, 2021, and this is a quick review. It's an ES trade review. Again, this is all for educational purposes only. Trading, as we know, is risky. You can and you will lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. This is going to be part of my Day Trading 101, and this is going to be on really it was good analysis, bad execution. Good analysis, bad execution. Now I'll go ahead and talk about what I was looking at and my analysis. First of all, my analysis, of course we're looking at it after the fact, but what I'm usually looking at, let me explain what I got here on the screen. I have custom indicators here, which is the dash lines. This dash line right here is also a custom indicator. Let me change that up for you right now. Let me get where I should have did this beforehand, but I'll do it now. And this one right here, and I want to change this to that. That's all I really need to do. I'll let you see it on one screen. I won't do all the screens. As you can see, this is this line right here, the one of this white line above pivot. I know it's a little thick. It's a little thicker line, and all it represents is where the market opened at. These other lines, these other dash lines, is my range of the market, indicator for me. And it's something custom that I do. It kind of helps me identify where's my high at and where's my bottom at. As you can see, it's close to where the bottom is at. The highest actually went a little bit high, but before these candles, this was the high. So that's what those lines represent, to kind of give you an explanation. Now, based on me using these all the time, what I see when the market has been ranging, kind of like don't want this, and this blue line here is previous day high that you're looking at here. So now what I see is the market started rolling over, dropping. But on opening, I don't know. I expect the market to do what it did here, as we can see on this 15-minute candle. It usually comes down here to pivot and bounce back close to pivot, but comes down to a support one level. I got to stop saying pivot. I always say pivot. Comes down to support one line and bounces back up to pivot. So that's what I was expecting and all. But now let's look at it on a lower time frame and see what actually happened. This is on the 2-minute time frame here, and you don't see that pivot that is actually down there. This is where my entry should have been, down here at this level. And playing it back to that level and all. Now you have to look at it on a lower time frame where I'm actually looking at the market and when the market is actually happening to see how this actually played out. So that's my plan. That's my plan right there. And you can see it on the other thing that I'm looking at is the stochastic is dropping. The stochastic was already down here, was coming down to this level here. I can see that the stochastic was coming down to this level. So I'm expecting some kind of a bounce. That's the whole thing. Now on the lower time frames, what I should be doing is waiting for this 5-minute candle to complete, and I didn't. So that was mistake one. I didn't follow my plan, waiting for that first 5-minute candle to complete. Then we have to step forward in time to see the next thing. The next thing that I saw, I'm going to step forward in time on the 2-minute and on the 5-minute. Because I actually got into this trade on this first 2-minute candle. I saw this again. I saw this green candle. I said, this thing is going to play out to exactly what I expected to do, because I saw it stand above my custom pivot line right here. So I expected a bounce like right away. So I got into this trade, but I didn't get a good entry down somewhere down here, because you're seeing this stuff happening, and when it's happening right in front of you, it's hard to actually execute things as fast as it's hard for me to execute things as fast as I would like to, and I'm working on that. That's one of the things that I'm changing. But I did get into this trade around 28.75, expecting to only make 2 points to go to 30.75. It actually did exactly what I expected to do on the next candle, but I didn't have my exit set up. Mistake number 2. I didn't have my exit set up. That's another thing that I'm working on. I'm actually trying to get where I have 2 screens up at the same time. As soon as I hear my entry order in, I want to send my exit order out. and hear me saying entry order, exit order. It doesn't matter if I'm long or if I'm short. I just need to have that order to close me already sitting out there. The platform that I'm trading on doesn't have an order count, so order setup. So that's kind of hurting me right now a little bit. But usually I shoot for profit right away, and then I have to, if I have to stop myself out, I usually have to just adjust my thing and get me out of the market. So that was this. So right here, I miss my exit. So now we'll step this forward, you know, a couple more bars and let you see what happened. So this market did drop. These are 2-minute candles. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If I'd have waited until that second 5-minute candle, or just before that second 5-minute candle, the market would have been down to where I really wanted to exit my trade, my next best play. If you guys who have been following me, I used to talk about that all the time. This is it right here. Again, this is what I kind of expect. I expect it to come down here to pivot and then give me a trade back up to pivot and all. So that was the trade I should have been doing. You know, it would have just been waiting for that first 5 minute. Again, on the pivot, one of my rules, on the pivot, stay on the pivot. It did that. That short trade would have been a better trade, trying to get sort this thing from the top down to the bottom, and all and been out of that trade and reversing it, going back to the top. Now let's go to the next, 5-minute candle, and it did nothing for a little while until there. I want to go all the way to there because I'm not trying to make this too long. I'm just trying to now do analysis on this trade and go all the way to there. So that's how my trade ended up playing out. I was in here on this first candle. I took a lot of heat and all, and I didn't really get out of this trade until here. I believe that this candle nope, that candle wasn't it. It was this candle right here that actually got me out of my trade. So again, I made a few mistakes. First mistake, getting into my instead of just sticking to the plan. Wait for that 5-minute candle to complete before you enter that trade to see what's happening. Because again, once I did enter the trade, I wasn't able to get out of the trade fast enough. Then the other thing that was going on that morning, I really wasn't in the right mindset. I had a lot of things going on that was really disturbing me and all, and I really should have just walked away from the computer that morning. And that's what I ended up doing. Once I did get out of my trade, I did step away from the computer. So mistake one, entering the trade and not able to get out of the trade, not waiting, for that first 5-minute candle to complete. If I would have played it off that first 5-minute candle, I could have got in somewhere down here and all. And even at 23 to 25 to 27, would have gave me 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, more than around the points that I like getting on these type of trades a lot of times. But on this one, and a lot of times I do just take 2 points on a trade, which is good. But I didn't, So, and again, that trade did play out. My stochastic did play out for me on my 5-minute time frame like I like it. Coming back up, it's back where that entry, if I'd have been patient, that entry, I would have got that better entry, and I would have got more points on that trade. So bottom line is, stick to your plan. If your indicators if your indicators are working for you, meaning your indicators are actually helping you make money, let them guide you to be in your trade or out of your trade. Bottom line, and that's only if your indicators are working for you. Because if your indicators are not working for you, you're losing money. Bottom line. And if your indicators look like they are working for you and you're still losing money, call us and let us help you, see what's going on with you. Or this is some other people that we can point you in the right direction to talk to other people, psychologists and all trading, to get you in the right mindset to trade if that's what's required. Again, all it is follow your plan, stick to your plan, stick with whatever is working for you. Again, this is Solomon from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. I hope this was helpful. Again, reach out to us, tell me if you want more stuff like this, little trade reviews, and I will do more. Again, hope you guys have a great week trading. Talk to you next weekend. Bye.